Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 12 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am every watch you're watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory, Season 12, Episode 11. The title of this episode is called The Paintball Scattering, and this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. We have Sheldon, Amy, Penny, and Leonard, and they're celebrating the initial success of the super asymmetry paper published by Sheldon and Amy with champagne. Sheldon has a package of Splendor in his glass, which he calls a Dr. Cooper, since both of them are sweet and bubbly. Leonard toasts them since he and Penny are both so proud of them, and Sheldon is at first a little reluctant to look at any comments to their work on the internet, so Leonard looks for them and finds comments about their work from Dr. Salzberg of UCLA, calls it the discovery of a decade. Leonard is setting up a paintball game. Howard and Bernadette are in because Howard is sure that Bernadette wants to shoot him. President Siebert at Caltech comes in the cafeteria and invites Sheldon to his dining room since he and Amy are his superstars. Sheldon wants to bring his friends, but they are not invited by President Siebert. Amy is already having lunch when Sheldon arrives. Amy loves getting kiwi with her fruit cup even though she doesn't like it. Sheldon wants to get some barbecue sauce and ketchup, and President Siebert immediately orders it for his superstar. The university has organized a media blitz and wants Amy to give interviews while Sheldon holds down the fort. He questions President Siebert, Sheldon's people skills, and Sheldon, of course, objects. Then the president asks in an interview, what if he were asked if their work was a derivative of the work of the Russian scientists who disputed their asymmetry work? Sheldon, his face twitches as he is stumped. Denise is at the comic book store hanging out with Stuart rather than working. Stuart is still a little nervous about their relationship. Raj and Anu are in discussion or discussing with her mom her needs to work on their flower arrangements that Raj wants to do. And then Raj's doorbell camera texts him Anu hasn't set up her, and so Raj volunteers to do it for her. Leonard and Penny approach Stuart and Denise and invite them to the paintball game. Denise is busy helping her roommate move out. She hints to Stuart that he could be her new roommate. Stuart gets nervous and runs off while Denise is stunned by this. Penny calls it hard to watch. Amy comes out all dressed up, asking Sheldon if she looks good for the interview. Sheldon has no comments for the nervous Amy. Sheldon had some suggestions that were all about him. She thanks him but leaves quickly without his note cards. Sharing a meal with Howard and Bernadette, Raj and Stuart talk about him moving in with Denise. Stuart talked with Denise after, and her having said that she was fine with the situation, which worried the others. Raj gets a call from Anu's doorbell camera. Bernadette calls it an invasion of privacy. However, she changes her tune when Raj sees a guy at Anu's door. With Howard and Stuart joining her in watching too, she runs out, hugs the man, and takes him inside. This is Anu, of course. Sheldon and Amy are again eating in the fancy dining room, and she wonders if Sheldon's feeling guilty about being there when their friends have to eat in the cafeteria. No. Amy's publicity interviews are going well. She's the star of the NPR Science Friday. In the magazine Wired, the article was entitled The Neurobiologist Who Revolutionized Physics. Sheldon gasps about the who did what. The whole gang is getting ready for the paintball. Penny asks about Amy's interview, and she downplays it since she knows that Sheldon is upset. Sheldon sasses that she is the neurobiologist who revolutionized physics. Penny understands, and Anu is getting ready, but then finds out that Raj isn't happy about what he saw. Denise and Penny volunteer to be the captains. Denise first picks Leonard, who isn't used to being picked first. Penny picks Bernadette, who is small and vicious. Denise takes Sheldon, Penny Raj, Denise Amy, Penny Anu, Denise Howard, and finally Penny takes Stuart after looking like she was still choosing among the several candidates, which was just Stuart left over at that point. And then Denise leaves Amy and Sheldon to guard the flag. Leonard and Howard leave with Denise while Sheldon and Amy argue she can revolutionize paintball while Sheldon has poor people skills. Anu thinks it's fun sneaking around playing paintball. Raj accuses her of sneaking around. Anu accuses him of spying on her. Her ex-boyfriend stopped by to pick up some of his stuff. Raj wants to know what other stuff she was giving him. Then Anu asks Raj to delete her doorbell camera from his phone and to just trust her. Raj shouts at her that he barely even knows her. This causes a break since neither of them know why they are even planning a wedding together. And then Denise shoots Raj. Stuart gets shot by Denise and quickly gives up. She shoots him again and wants to know why he won't move in with her, and then he runs away. Leonard finds Penny guarding the flag and doesn't shoot her, telling her that at close range it'll hurt. They end up shooting each other and finding out that it does hurt. Amy is yelling at Sheldon that she can't believe that he is taking his frustration out on her since she did not write the title of the article. She constantly talked about him throughout the article. Bernadette comes in and steals the flag while they are arguing. Sheldon is proud of Amy but sounds quite jealous. Bernadette returns and shoots them both. Leonard and Penny find Stuart shot several times, all by Denise. He is just worried about screwing everything up, which also worries Leonard, but not Penny. Bernadette is stalking around when Howard comes to her and shoots her. He hits her in the chest, which both think will cause a big bruise. She asks if he wants to kiss it and make it feel better. He does, and they disappear into the shed, getting frisky with each other, essentially. Anu wants to go home without Raj, so the Coopers, Sheldon and Amy, offer her a ride. Sheldon warns Anu that they are still in a bit of a spat. Denise approaches the shed and finds the Howard and Bernadette inside. Get out! Sorry! They throw out the flag, which Denise happily carries off. Stuart shows up at the comic book store covered in bruises the next day. He admits that he is also bruised on the inside. Stuart apologizes to Denise, telling her that he doesn't want to mess things up since they are going so good. To show her his seriousness, he gives Denise a key to his place. Of course, it's a key to Howard and Bernadette's place, so she can't use it or even let them know she has it. Amy and Sheldon are being interviewed together. The first question that Sheldon gets is whether he thinks that their work is an extension of the Russian scientists' early work. Sheldon doesn't answer, gets upset, and then leaves for the car. Amy confidently takes over answering the questions, and that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So I'll score this episode an 8.5. It had some funny moments, especially when Sheldon kept referring to the drink as a Dr. Cooper. And my character of the episode is actually going to be Denise. I really like Denise. It's sad that she didn't really get a lot of time on the show. And then, as many of you know, I rate Penny because that's the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory, and one of the reasons why I continued watching The Big Bang Theory. For this one, I'll give her a 7.8 out of 10. So you've heard everything that I had to say about the episode. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it? And who would you choose as a character of the episode? And of course, if you want to do what I do and rate Penny based on how awesome Penny looks, you can do that as well. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Join the team. Show your damn support and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.